Yo people, what's going down? It's MC Noble. Welcome back to another live stream. It's been a while since I've done the last one again, and this is wicked that I'm able to do these live streams like this now. What I'm actually using to do this live stream, I'm actually using OBS, and it looks wicked. What's going on? So I'm doing this via OBS, which is an absolutely wicked piece of software. It's a wicked piece of kit, and I can only talk to you guys via using this microphone now. Let me know what you think to the camera. I can adjust it. I can move it so it does point to me a little bit more, but because I'm looking at the computer screen, it does look like I'm not actually looking at the camera as such. But anyway, I thought I'd do another little FL stream today because I've actually just completed another track, and the one you can see on the screen actually right now is one that I've just started after completing this track. It was just a little idea with a vocal that I've had, which if I'm gonna be all honest and truthful to you, I don't really like the look of it, the sound of it. Sorry, it's just not exactly how I want it to sound, and it's not really how I want it to pan out at the moment. So I thought while I was on this project still, I'd sort of tell you guys sort of roughly how I would start producing a track if I was going to produce a track. So what I actually do if I'm going to produce a track, if I have an idea, I will go on to Google, YouTube, or like websites, and I will look first of all and see if I can get the acapella if I'm going to be doing a remix. And literally, if I have the acapella, I will install it and then I will put it into FL. If I can get the MIDI, so the MIDI is the next thing that I'll go ahead and look for. So like the piano or the lead sound, if you like, from the original track. And then if that's available, then I will consider doing the remix. Now, if I can't find the lead sound, which I can't always, find the lead sound or the original melody, I will sometimes just write my own melody, or I'll just find like another melody that would just kind of work well as a mashup. And so if I can't find the lead sound, I don't give up on doing the track, if that makes sense. And then what I do is I start by putting a kick sample down and a bass sort of looping sample, or a form of bass sample. And what I'll go ahead and do is I will actually get the vocal, I will put it into FL, and I will speed the vocal up. So this is on like speed 5 and the pitch is like quite far down. And what I'll do is I will just check if this is a song that would sound good, because I'm making UK hardcore, which is at 170. So I will check that the vocal is going to work, because sometimes you'll take a vocal and you'll speed it up to the hardcore sound, and sometimes they're not made to fit within like a UK hardcore track, or like just say like a track at that speed. And sometimes it'll just make the vocal either sound too fast, or you'll just make the vocal sound too high pitched. And if you try to make it sound lower, which you can do by changing this pitch here on the time stretching, like if I had, because this is here now, you see where this orange is, so if I had this back at 12 o'clock, this vocal would sound very high pitched. So this actually adjusts the speed of the vocal, but this actually adjusts the pitch of the voice. So it'll make the person sound chipmunky, or it can make the person sound like really, really high pitched, or really, really low pitched. And sometimes they will just sound too fast, that even altering this will just, the vocal just will not sound right for the track. So I make sure that I can get the vocal in time first, and I put like a little basic loop sample together like this. Baby, go crazy, break the rules. So as you can see, that was actually perfectly in time, and just to play it from here, this is perfectly in time.
Tell it like it is with the kiss. I can see the swing of your hips. Tell you like it is, it's like this. Waiting for a trick from your brother. Tell it like it is with
but the reason why I'm not as keen on this track is the vocal itself is very hard to chop and slice up, because especially where this vocal starts here, where I'm putting the cursor over. Now, as you can see, it's like one big waveform. So this is like a section of the person singing, and this says, "Oh, oh, there you go," and then "Tell Me Like It Is" with the kiss. And when this plays, they sound more or less like identically next to each other. So it's like you've got the "Oh, oh, there you go," and the "Tell Me Like It Is" with a kiss is almost like it's just overlapping the "Oh, oh, there you go" ever so slightly. And when you try to like trim it down, or you try to like chop it, you can't get rid of the "Oh, oh, there you go" without getting rid of some of the section of the next person who's singing. So for me personally, the vocal sounds great at this speed, and it sounds absolutely wicked and fantastic. And you know, it was a remix that I've actually wanted to do for a little while, a couple of days actually, in all fairness. But you know, to cut the story short, like, the vocal just kind of ruins it really. But that's how the song sang. Like, you know, I could try and get a vocal from somewhere else, but it'll just be the same a cappella. You'll have the same issue, and you'll have the same problem, if that makes sense. But like I say, this was just a test for something. Get Shaky was what I was going to call it, but I am going to go ahead and try something else. Going to try and make something else that I will probably use like another vocal or something instead. Because what I'm doing is I've created a track that I'm going to show you guys in a moment, which was around about a 2008-2009 track that I actually remixed. It's called Utter Saints, Something Good. Now, Dougal and Gamma did originally remix this track years ago, but I found a bass sample that sounded like sounded like it would fit that vocal, and it would fit that sort of like MIDI. And luckily I was able to get the MIDIs. I was able to find a vocal from the original singer, which I believe is Kate Bush. And literally I went ahead and started remixing it, and it sounds pretty wicked. So I thought, what could I do with kind of like a sequel to make a pair of couple of tracks? Like, if you imagine a vinyl record, you've got your A side, you've got your B side, and I just sort of thought to myself, you know, if this was going to be kind of acting as if it would be a B side, it would be quite cool to kind of have the compilation of having two tracks that sort of come out around that time frame. So like 2008. 2009, that sort of like Ministry of Sound sort of styled song, and this actually come out round that same era. So I thought, yeah, let's do it. Sadly, I couldn't get a lead for it, but I could get the acapella. But the acapella is just it's very hard to work with. So I don't know if I will go forward as such, or if I'll just take this vocal out and, like I say, replace it with another vocal. But you can see here it looks very, very bland at the moment, and this isn't how obviously a completed track would actually look like. But I am going to go ahead and save this up. I'm just going to call it test track, because I'm not certain if I'm going to actually do this Get Shaky remix as of yet. But the one I made anyway, the Something Good remix, is what I'm going to show you guys. And I'm very impressed with it, actually. I don't usually big myself up, because I'm not a big myself up kind of person, but I do feel like giving myself a pat on the back with this one, and saying like, yeah, you know what, Noble, you've actually done alright. Do you know what I mean? But FL Studio is just an absolutely fantastic program. Now this is the track here, look, and this is the the completed track. So at the moment, like, I'm doing very basic things. I mean, this program's capable of doing a heck of a lot more stuff compared to what I'm doing, but literally 100%, this is like the business for me. It's so good, and the thing I love about this track is being able to come and remix something that just sound, like that you've known for years. Because I mean, I used to love the original Utter Saints track, and it's great that I've been able to go ahead and actually remix this tune. So I thought before we go any further, I thought I'd play you this through, and you can tell me exactly what you think.
Taking the customer out the whole equator. 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 I just know that something good is gonna happen. I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when. I just know that something good is gonna happen. I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when. I just know that something good is gonna happen. I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when. I just know that something good is gonna happen. I just know that something good is gonna happen. I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when. I just know that something good is gonna happen. I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when.
So yeah, I probably won't bore you with like playing the whole entire track, but I actually really like this. Now, before we do go any further, I thought I'd touch up on like some things that I did with the track, and some things that maybe I'd like to change up on the track. And one of the first things is this bit here. Now, this is another piano lead, so I'll play it on its own, and it sounds like this. And I just could not find a sound that fits right to kind of go with these two at the same time, because you got this bit here. Like, it doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound like they're fitting together. And it kind of sounds like they're kind of facing up against each other on who's trying to sound the best, if that makes sense, rather than sort of like working with each other. Because, like I say, these are all my samples and sounds. But as far as plugins go, I haven't really got too many plugins as far as like for like pianos and lead sounds, and that's one thing that I really struggle with. But the good thing about this track is the actual sound does from the original track is more like an actual piano itself. So I could kind of get away with this track by just literally, using a normal piano. But even this piano, I will admit to you, like, It doesn't sound bad, but at the same time, it sounds a little MIDI. So I would like to get one that sounds more like that you would have in sort of like, you know, your house music, that would just sounds not as MIDI and makes it sound more like it's naturally being played and like it's naturally part of the song. But you know, I like the piano itself. I love that I was able to get the actual MIDI. And like I say, if I go ahead and if I just go over to this section, sorry, and I just mute this channel, and I mute these. So if I literally just, no, not that channel. So if I actually go ahead and I just like literally, so if I go ahead and just play this bit here, so if I mute this channel and mute this channel and mute this one, and if I just mute everything that's going to play during this little loop. So what I'll do is I'll play the vocal just on top of the piano, so you won't hear anything else now other than the piano and these vocals, and I'll show you what they sound like on their own, and this is what it sounds like. And yeah, that is literally how it sounds on its own, and you can tell it's like the MIDI from it's the piano sound from the original Utter Saints track, but it does just work so well with the tune itself. But one of my favourite parts of the track actually comes in about here. So what we've got is we've got the something good is gonna happen. Something good is gonna happen. Don't know when. Then we got something good is gonna happen. Something good is gonna happen, and then it drops again, and then it says I don't know when. And we've got this like breakbeat bit that comes in. Now the normal breakbeats that I genuinely like to use, I'll just go and get a loop, for example, of one that I would maybe use. So if I go into drum loops and go into breaks, like something like that. But the one I actually went ahead and used in the track is like a really sort of like old school. It's like a really slow, and it almost makes the track sound like it's going in slow motion, but the piano's still staying at the 170 speed, and it sounds very, very sort of like, I don't know, you know, like a dubsteppy track. And the breakbeat itself just complements so well. So this bit here. So if I actually click this, look, and that just sounds wicked, and I love it so much. Like, that's one of my favourite parts of the track. Now, when I'm making hardcore tracks, I love to use samples from either like Gabba tracks or like drum and bass sort of breakbeaty tracks, and I love to bring in some little breaks, especially in like the breakdowns and stuff. And yeah, this just really, really sounds wicked, and it just sounds so good. But the bass itself, if I get this bass and play it on its own, just here, so this is what the bass is. Oh, I just know that something good is gonna happen. Don't know when. Do you see how the bass just so much sounds like the vocal? So you've got this vocal. Now I can't play the vocal as such on its own, because I actually trimmed it down from the full Kate Bush's track. So if I, for example, tapped on it here, it sounds like Two Chipmunky in the verses. But when you play them here, do you know what I mean? It's like it sounds all right in the chorus, because I believe that might have even been what Utter Saints did when they did their version. I think they might have just speeded up the original track. But literally, there we go. But yeah, this is my Utter Saints remix. Now, I thought I'd come live because I wanted to test this OBS out, and, you know, having my little webcam and everything set up like this. It's just wicked, is this. I'm so buzzed that I've actually got this to work. Now, this opens up a lot of things for me. It opens up a lot of stuff for the channel and stuff like that. And I was thinking about starting some new series and doing like a new video and stuff like that. And you know, some of the ideas that have actually come to mind would be like to do reviews of other people's MCs and to do reviews of like people's rap songs. So like what I was thinking is people could send me their rap songs or their MCs, like say their new freestyle video, and I could watch that video, but I could review it on YouTube, and I could kind of say where the guy's done good, where the guy's gone wrong, and we can have a bit of a laugh about it. And also I could do the same. I could review people's like new hardcore tracks, and you know, I could just like I could do some pretty cool stuff going forward with the channel. This PC has been a godsend to me. And to be honest with you, like, this is one of the best computers that I have ever owned. And the thing is, I barely paid anything for it. And I just cannot believe how good this PC actually is. Now, I think I paid about 150 quid for this PC. And it came with the monitor screen. It came with a PC tower. I got a mouse and a keyboard. Now, I'll be honest, the keyboard and mouse was just a pile of shit, but I had some, like, Union Jack sort of mouse, but I am hoping to get another one at some point. And the keyboard that came with it wasn't the best looking keyboard, so I did actually upgrade the keyboard as well itself. But as far as the PC tower goes, and the stuff that I've been able to do on this has been absolutely fantastic. Now, I had a laptop before this PC, and I won't get into it too much, but that was one of the worst things I have ever owned in my entire life. And when I got this PC, and I could just kind of say good riddance to that laptop, do you know what I mean? That was a godsend to me to be able to say that. So, yeah. Anyway, so we'll jump on with another tune that I've actually been working on. And this was a remix of the 80s track, Owner of a Lonely Heart. So let me give you a little preview of this one, because this one doesn't sound too bad either. It's just a shame that about the bass I'm using on this, because I'm using a Power Stomp bass, and you can't have a bass pattern. You can only have the and that's about as far as you can have with it. But have a listen to this, yeah. So yeah, people, that is my owner of a lonely heart, really. Like I say, I wish I could do more with the bass. I love the melody and stuff. That's all. That's all wicked. I love this bit here. This bit here. That just sounds wicked. But if I just literally like, you ready? You'll actually hear this in the track. I think I put it in somewhere. Yeah, just here, look.
That's the only way. Shake yourself, your every move you make. So the story goes. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a broken heart.
See, I'm going back for them break beats again.
Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Much better than the owner of a broken heart.
And then it goes back into that normal melody, and then I also go here. So I had two little breakbeat sections in this track. I had two breakbeat sections, but what can I say? That's just absolutely fantastic, this track, but it just needs a few updates. But I'm still a learning producer, and I'm only really learning so I've got the skill myself, and you know, if ever like some good comes of it in the future. But it's fun. Like, I love Owner of a Lonely Heart, the track, so it's like wicked for me to be able to come on and do this, do you know what I mean, and actually remix it. And it actually sounds decent, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what can I say? You know, we've come on, or I've come on, and yeah, I've remixed these tracks. Do you know what I mean? But before we do finish today's stream, I do want to just give you guys an update that I'm thinking about. When I get these tracks completed, and some of the ones that I've already like completed and uploaded, I'm thinking about putting them here on the YouTube channel just for people's listening purposes and stuff like that. But let me know what you guys think. And also, before we do go, I need to be a bit more active on YouTube. I know I do apologise about this, people, but I do have some stuff coming up. So coming up, I'm actually in the process of making a 10-track album, which is going to be fresh with my MCing and lyrics on it. But it's I'm working with somebody who's a little bit silent. He's a silent partner at the moment, like. I'm not revealing who it is, and we've got something in the pipeline, but it's like something that I've never done before. And the past sort of like week or so, I've been like working on these ideas, and we've been working on these tracks together, and they've been sounding so wicked, and I absolutely love what I've been doing. And you guys will never guess what the genre is, and it's just absolutely fantastic that I'm doing something so different, and I'm going right out of the comfort zone, but I don't feel like I am going out of the comfort zone at the same time. It feels like that missing genre that I've never ever really dipped into before. Like, I love my hardcore, I love my bounce, my house music, I love a bit of D&B, I like all sort of like, you know, rave music, but this other genre that I've dipped into, it feels like I've been missing out, and it feels like I could have been doing this like a year ago, and I feel like I'm just doing it now. But doing it now is also kind of like a good thing, because I've improved so much with my lyrics that when you actually hear these tracks, you're just gonna love them. But at the same time, you're going to laugh as well, because what we're doing is kind of something that you wouldn't expect us to do, and you'll be like, oh my god, as if MC Noble's doing this. But then at the same time, you'll listen to the track, and then you'll think, you know what, I actually really enjoyed that, and that's what the vibe's going to be. You're going to have a mixture of kind of laughing and taking the piss, because you're going to think like, why the hell, you're actually doing this sort of genre. And then you'll listen to it, and you'll think, do you know what, I actually enjoyed listening to that, but you'll still be laughing at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to give everybody something to laugh about, but at the same time, I wanted to make people feel like shocked, like, whoa, this actually sounds alright, and this actually sounds good. But you know, so they can still have a laugh at the same time. But yeah, so I've got a 10-track album coming out. It might not come out till next year because we're not rushing it, because we want to get each track right. There's going to be 10 tracks on the album. They're going to be pressed onto disc with a front cover, a back cover, a disc cover. And once I get these available, we'll be doing some giveaways and stuff. And we'll be like just absolutely having a whale of a time with these albums. So I will tell you more about them when I have them available to me, if that makes sense, and stuff like that. But like I say, we have got a 10-track album coming out, and we are going to be slowly working on each track. So we've actually got about 10 tracks in the pipeline that we want to do. So we kind of have a rough idea of the 10 tracks, like we know the ones we want to do and what we want to do. We've started recording the first track, and we've started like putting some of the verses and choruses together, and it's sounding absolutely wicked. We've got a rough idea on how the second track's going to go and pan out. Like, we've got the beats for them, we've got the tunes for them, and we've started putting a chorus and stuff, you know, like writing one down, and I've started writing lyrics and stuff. But like, you know, on an actual like proper note, we have a vague idea like of the 10 tracks we're gonna do. We just gotta go through all of them, and you know, if some don't work, then we'll have to come up with some like plan Bs and stuff like that. Plan Bs, Bs. But literally, I can't wait to bring this album to you guys, and you know, hopefully, it won't be too long before we bring it to you. But at the same time, you know, we don't want to rush this, so, and we're not going to rush it at the same time. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we aren't going to start rushing the tracks just to get it out there, like, because we want this to sound wicked. We want this to sound good. It's going to sound good. It's going to sound wicked. And I just literally, like I say, I cannot wait for you guys to hear it and all the rest of it. But anyway, people, that is going to go ahead and do it for the stream. That is going to go ahead and finish it right there. Nothing else I really wanted to say. Wanted to hop on, show you these tunes, talk a little bit about these tracks, and it's been wicked. So everybody, please do like, please do comment, please do share. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back with some more stuff in the future. So make sure you do keep notified on the channel.